Alright, time to move on to the next ones. What do you think of that? These turned out great. Super excited by them. Take this one. This one gets added to the done pile. And just so you know, like we got piles and piles so far. The book is gonna look awesome once it's done. Can't wait. Anyway, let's move on. Let's flip this over here. Let's see what we can get. See, there's only a couple pages left in here. It's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 8 pages left. Anyway, let's find something that'll go with what we got here. I kind of like that. We're gonna go with that one. Yep. Alright. Yep. I'm cool with that. I think I might have to get some new tape. About work this tape that I got here. Let me get some new tape. And so this masking tape ain't so sticky. I put it on my pants just once, and I pull it up, and then it's what I feel like is the perfect tackiness for doing this. That way it won't tear the paper when you pull it off. Yeah, that one's about done too. There we go. And there we go. And this one was pretty much done too, so I still need another piece of tape. Stick it to my pants. And away we go. Beautiful. Alright, so this is the last page of the 5th section of the book. Page 30. And Skits finally has made his mask out of cardboard. And we're going to reveal Skits with the mask on. So that's what we're going to get into next. But for right now, I want to start, doing like we've been doing and putting some textures and paint and stuff like that down that we can work over. I already have a really good idea for this page, the reveal. I'm not quite sure about this one. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I see what he's doing. Okay, so it's basically the big reveal of Skits and then moving on. So he's not afraid to walk around because he's hidden now. He's incognito. Of course, now he's Skits with a straight jacket and a big cardboard mask, so he'll stand out like a sore thumb, but he doesn't think so. So there you go. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Well, I think what I'm going to do is something like that on this one. Still got grass stuck to the paper, which is fine if it stays, but if it doesn't stay, it needs to go. And okay, so I think we're going to do something like that, where it's like, that's the path we're taking here on this one, which is fine. That sounds great. And I'm gonna just go right in with making textures and bits and bobs and whatever immediately, just so I can have stuff to work over. Me and my wife were watching Jason and the Argonauts last night, the original Ray Harryhausen, and I hadn't seen that since I was a kid. And I mean, some of it's obviously ridiculous, but it's still really, really cool. You know, it's fun storytelling. It's just one of them things. You know, it's like you gotta. It's fun. It's childish, and I just wish they made stuff that was more kind of like that, which is kind of fun and childish, not having to. You know, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like a lot of stuff they make it so that you have to relate to it. Like, oh, you can't make something unless people know how to relate to it. If they can't relate to it, they ain't gonna watch it. And you know, I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. Like, I'm making this, and I don't know. Maybe some people can relate to it. Maybe they can't, but I doubt it. And I don't know. Maybe no one will watch this or look at this because you can't relate to it. But I don't think you have to relate to things. You know, you just got to make fun stories that take you on a journey, not that relates to you and you personally. It's like you should excite people and make them want to go on a journey with you. So hopefully this stuff is making you want to go on a journey with me. And I don't want to get too far into any of this mark making here because I am going to paint over a lot of this, but you know, sometimes I just feel like it needs to be done. Um, Sometimes it's just not done enough, you know. Pattern making and textures and bits and bobs. I'd kind of like to make my own stamps and just kind of stamp out my own patterns. You know, maybe that's something that I'll do in the future. Maybe, you know, after I'm done with this book, I'll look and I'll say, okay, here's some of the stuff that I like to use a lot. Let me get some stamps and made, and so I can kind of do that. That'd be fun. It's kind of neat. Have some scribble areas. Nothing wrong with a few scribble areas. Alright, let's start putting down some paint. I got this paint over here, but I think it's pretty much all dried up. So might have to put down some new paint. So let me do that. We'll be right back. Alright, so I got me some paints. I got some blue. I'm on the background this time. I started out with like this brownish red, but I'm going to put cool colors all across the background. And then when I go to level the design and skits and stuff like that on top, I'll use some warms because I kind of want to get something else I want to really pop. So that is what we're doing. Now what I got right here is kind of like a washed out chalky looking stuff, but that's kind of what I'm going for right here on this. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Get a little more water into it. I want to kind of just wash it out here. Add a lot of water to it. Yep. Got that runaway there, which is nice. It's really nice. Okay, let me get this little smaller brush. I think this one will be perfect. And I want to get into this blue. Add some water to it. Alright. I kind of want to see what I can do here. Yeah. I'm just kind of putting down just a dab on top of all these circles. Just see what we get here. Like this. This is good. It's nice. Oh, ooh, this runs about down to the bottom of the page. Come on, buddy, you can make it. How about I stop you? Boom. There we go. I stopped you. Let me get that big brush. Now I don't want to do any wet into wet right here. Like all the splatter is still kind of wet. So let me just dry it. Just give me like a quick minute to dry it and then we'll get right back into it. Alright, that was about 30 seconds. Let me get into this blue. That's cool. Yeah, there we go. It's definitely kind of a different from what I had been doing, but that's exactly what I want. I want a kind of a change up, you know, a little something different here. But I'm definitely still going to do some more layering, some heavy layering. So, but what I want to do is I want to dry this before I start going on to the next thing. So let's dry it. We'll be right back. Alright, before I start putting more color into here, more layers, I want to put some colored pencil work in here. Alright, so and I've mixed up my blue and green together with a little white to make a third color. It'll be interesting to see how it looks on top of what we've already done. It's light. Yeah, like this. Make sure you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see it. I'm just making marks. That's it. Just making marks. There we go. And again, I'm only using cool colors. Let me get this green here. This green definitely stands out on this, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Blends into the blue a little bit though. Alright. Little bits at a time. Alright, now we need some paint. Take this new one that I mixed up. Oh yeah, that's a nice color. I really like that. That's cool. And I know it kind of looks like we're making a mess right now, but just got to trust in the process. You got to get stuff down before you can paint over it. You know, that's the big thing. It's like getting interesting stuff down on the page. There we go. Got to get a lot of energy into this. get that drip. I'm just waiting for them drips to kind of run down the page. That way I can catch them right at the bottom. Bam. Perfect. Alright. Clean out this brush. I got some white here. I'm not sure if I want to. I think I might do a little white with a little bit of this color. See what happens. I want to just paint over that right there. There's a lot of painting tutorials that'll teach you like going over something like this is a no-no. And I understand where they're coming from, but it just matters what effect you're trying to get, you know? Like me, I want to be able to see what's underneath it. They're like, no, you can't let it bleed through and streaks and all. It's like, you know, whatever. Whatever. Just matters what effects you're trying to get, you know? What do you want the piece to look like? What do you want to do with it? And I'm liking this, man. There's all sorts of nonsense going on here. I don't want all that paint on my drawing table. Just clean that up right quick. Yes. Yes, sirree, Bob. Alright. I think we just need to let... Oh, I see what I need. Hold on. Hold on. Yep, just need a little more splatter. Alright. I'm gonna have to get some more paper towels. I'm like, can't touch my computer with my hands all wet and painted. Anyway, let's let this dry. We'll be back and we'll start drawing skits in here somehow. Alright, so I think I'm ready to start drawing skits in here. And I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. Like that. Something like that. So yeah, this is cool. So now Skits has his straight jacket and mask. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really, really cool. Yeah. All right, let me just pick this up and move it so I can look at what I'm drawing here. I need to be able to get this right. Get the spacing with the eyes. That's the important part. Like that. Alright. Yep. Alright. This one is like that. Like that. I know it's kind of hard to see right this second, but I'll go back over it once I get it all sketched in. I'll kindly go back over it and a little darker so you can see everything, but I just need to kind of sketch it in right a second. Make sure I get this lined up properly too. I'll get it back together here. Alright, let me get the ebony. circles for the eyes. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this is awesome. Nice. Really nice. What if this one is right here? Oh yeah, this is awesome. Need to fix this right here a little bit. There we go. That's exactly what I'm thinking. That's going to be cool. So, there we go. Alright. Now I got my sketch for skits. Let me just look at it at a few different angles, make sure it's looking okay. Back's a little funky, a little thin. That's okay. It just adds to the character. And I gotta have Skits' hair coming out of the mask. Put this back on here. I'm working on the edges now. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Tons of fun. Alright, so now I need to work around it with some of this paint. Try and get a little push and pull here. Get the big brush. Hopefully some of this paint is still wet. Oh yeah. Not a problem. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of getting some stuff around the form, you know. Alright, a little bit of blue. Come on, blue. I might need some white. There we go. And I think I may need to dry this before I move forward anymore. Alright, there's where we're at right now. We'll go ahead and let this dry. We'll come right back. If you like what you see in here, give us a like, share, subscribe. Also go on over to the Skitscomic.com website. All videos show up there a week before they ever hit YouTube. While you're there, pick you up a comic book, print, or go ahead and get you an original piece of art. Lastly, go over to Indiegogo.com and sign up for the book that you're actually watching being made right now. Thank you and have a great day.